Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Frazbal Collects. This is a creator who came into the Superchat family just a few months ago, but right away had impact and an interesting presentation for their channel. You'll notice that their thumbnails, banner, and avatar are all very much matching. What this creator brings us in their content is numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. And their videos are very consistent. Their presentation is absolutely consistent, but they also make frequent appearances here in Superchat, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to them. So with 705 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them towards the 800 we know they must be thinking about. And thank you, Frazbal Collects, for another Superchat. I really do appreciate that, especially to get us going for today. But this particular creator, I often roll over their previews when their channel is up, just to give you an idea of what they're talking about here, and I hope you'll hop into their content and see what I'm talking about. But I think these kinds of collectible coins are available basically everywhere, all over the world. I think most countries put these out, if not all. You know, there's lots of other special events, occasions, companies, a lot of pulp culture gets involved in these things. Here in Canada, these coins are distributed by either the Royal Canadian Mint, and forgive me because I could be mistaken about that, or the post office. We see them and in different places. So it should be familiar in a roundabout sort of way to just about everybody, but it's interesting the way that Frazbal Collects has put this together. They are posting frequently and with extreme consistency. So they're also here, and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope everybody will connect with them. As well, I see Rock Chick Beauty has dropped a super chat on us. And for that reason, we're going to look at her channel next. She's done that many times, and the Weightlifting Geek is coming in right behind them as well. So thank you for all this extra support to get us going for today. I've also got a lot of our members on the wheel. Now, Michael's Adventures has got a work schedule that doesn't allow him to be here every day, and I did move the time today. So forgive me for that. I did have it set an hour earlier. You can hear my voice is not perfect. I'm not sick or anything like that. I just haven't had the best amount of sleep in the last few days, and I think it caught up with us yesterday while we were on Superchat. So I'm going to try to take it easy today, speak maybe a little bit slower than I usually do, but we will try to get through as many channels as we can in the next 2.5 hours. And then Wolfsbear Productions has a premiere for us that we can go and watch, and that will be pretty lengthy today, actually. So we'll be able to have hours of connecting to other channels if that's what we would like. Woman Outdoors is dropping a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Thank you for that. Those look like super chats. They're colored green for the members. And on any channel in which you are a member, where those are enabled, you get one of those every month included, which is really, really cool. The Gaming Ham is coming in with another super chat as well. We will look at that channel right after the Weightlifting Geek. And then as well, we've got Crocheting with Leanne, who's one of our brand newest members on the wheel with Ghostly Winds, Ali's Craft Pursuits, and I Am Betty J Gathers is always early in the door. Now, Scratch and PPA is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Much like Michael's Adventures, these creators are unbelievably supportive to others, living wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. We're lucky to have them here as dedicated moderators. And then as well, Emotion just came in. And Emotion is a moderator and a gold member, and what that means is that we will see that channel every single day, whether they're here or not, in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, even though they're here almost every stream. And then their link will be dropped in the chat by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I see that Annabelle TV is here, and Jamie Hart as well. I'm going to get them onto our wheel. And Crocheting with Leanne is coming in with another super chat, so thank you for that. You guys are overwhelmingly, with generosity and support, getting the stream going today. So thank you for that. Crocheting with Leanne will be right up after the Gaming Ham. Right now we're looking at Frazbal Collects, and again, this channel brings us numismatic collectible coins as well as precious metals. And I'm going to do some more introductions in a second here. So what I'll ask from everybody is a bit of patience today. I usually miss a lot that happens in the chat, especially in the beginning. So you'll notice when I do my introductions like I'm about to, I use the participant list in the chat. And what that means is that I stop watching the chat for a few minutes. So if I've missed anything, then I hope you will just hold on to questions or comments meant specifically for me for a couple of minutes. And if you do have something for me to see, add 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow, and hopefully that will help me see it after the introductions. Coffee Talking Dogs is back in the house again. I think they've been with us every stream since they found us. Experience Africans is a longtime friend. I bring it every day. It's great to see you here. Indiana Backyard Gardener is back with us. Machinist Evolution, I think we've seen you before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. MTC Creative Kitchen is in the house. New Jersey Fishing Maniac is back. Southern Sandy Crafts is here. That's Coupon Gale and Gale Southern Living with a third channel. Spotless Calm is in the house, and Steve Hauser is with us. That's another longtime friend who brings us an interesting mix of content. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I see that Makeup Mom and Son has just walked in the door as well. Makeup Mom and Son, much like Emotion, is a moderator and a gold member, so we'll see her channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link will also be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, if you've mentioned something today that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or I mentioned Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. We'll try to catch it the next time around. Once again, Frazbal Collects has actually been a member here with Superchat for a little while, but we featured this channel today across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, on the thumbnails of our videos, and soon Instagram. I did not put our Instagram post up today. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else, and I will try to get that done during our break. I'm going to make a note for myself to make sure I get that out and done. So let's get to our first super chatter for today, which is Rock Chick Beauty. She has done this countless times. She has been a very long time friend of Tuber Chat, and she actually just celebrated a birthday the other day, as you can see. Apostle Edgar Kapanga, good to see you here. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello and drop a thumbs up or share like that. I really do appreciate that, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Rock Chick Beauty has 751 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that she's thinking about. So forgive me, Oriane, for missing your birthday. I hope that was a great celebration. I like to never miss those kinds of things, special celebrations on any channels here in the Tuber Chat family. Rock Chick Beauty's been a dear friend for a very long time. And she actually reset and restarted her channel about 1.5 years ago. But you can see that there is a lot of work put into presentation on this channel. Now, Oriane has an interesting approach when it comes to thumbnails, banners, and avatars. She changes things up frequently, but you'll notice that every video has a different thumbnail, which is one strategy, right? And we all have to make the right decisions for our channels. Some creators, like Frazbal Collects, have thumbnails that are almost identical, and then we find every kind of mix in between where thumbnails might be similar and, in matching the banners and avatars and things like that. But you'll notice after following Rock Chick Beauty for a little while that she freshens things up on her channel often, which is a great strategy. So she also is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and she has been a longtime friend not only of Tuber Chat, but of a lot of the people here in the Tuber Chat family as well. Now, Rock Chick Beauty brings us all 3 types of content, including including shorts, videos, and live streams. What you'll find on this channel is pure variety, really. A lot of live streaming now, but then several product reviews, including sponsored videos, which is really, really cool. And we're excited for Rock Chick Beauty to have started that journey as well. Hobbs Horror, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Chris and Larry Homestead is in the house. I'm just going to get them onto our wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel right away. S.A. Lagari is in the house. Our shopkeeper friend from Pakistan is here. Good to see you. And Salt, Pepper, and Fire, good to see you back in the house. The Weightlifting Geek is coming up right now. This is a creator who actually has 2 channels, but they are a very energetic and dynamic host. And you will find that they bring energy with them everywhere that they go, not to mention enthusiasm. Now, this creator as well is bringing us all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Most often on the Weightlifting Geek, they want to motivate us with fitness, but they actually want to motivate and inspire all the time. So in pretty much every single video that you see, you will find some kind of motivation or inspiration being spoken or shown, which is great. And I'm happy to see that kind of generosity in wanting to inspire others. I'm just going to take their latest video and put it into my catch-up list because I see I'm behind with the Weightlifting Geek here. But they actually have a second channel as well, and I'm going to see where they've got that. Oh, the Geek Griller ASMR. I forgot they changed the name of their second channel. So the Geek Griller ASMR is a second channel from the Weightlifting Geek with 42 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100, and I'll be looking forward to what they're doing on this channel. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It is Ghostly Winds, the Wheel of Colorful Doom. Ghostly Winds always has the most creative things to say when it comes to the Wheel of Doom and the Tuber Chat family. And let's spin the wheel. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, forgive me, I did something silly there. I spun the wheel, but I still have a couple more channels to go through because Rock Chick Beauty and the Weightlifting Geek already gave us super chats, as did the Gaming Ham. So the Gaming Ham is coming up right now. Crocheting with Leanne will be up next for the same reason, and Woman Outdoors is going to be the first channel that we look at from the wheel because I did actually spin. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel. This creator brings us a lot of video gameplay, but they also happen to be an advocate for the amateur radio community, which is lovingly known as ham radio. I don't know if when I say amateur radio community, if that's right, because there are a lot of people who've been doing ham radio for a long, long time. But ham radio is absolutely a thing. So the Gaming Ham is just a fusion of these two ideas into an interesting and clever channel name. What you'll find on this channel is a lot of video gameplay, but you might also find this creator talking ham radio while playing games, which is really, really cool. But they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat already for several months, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 193 subscribers right now says that we will be hoping to push them a little bit farther towards 200. So thank you one more time for another super chat. They've done that many times. And then as well, we're going to look at Crocheting with Leanne. Now, Crocheting with Leanne is brand new in the Tuber Chat family. This is a creator who unfortunately had an older channel that ended up getting hacked. So I guess that's stuck now. But this is our Crocheting with Leanne. We just want to make sure we match that avatar so that we've got the right channel when we're connecting to it. Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you here. And then as well, Crocheting with Leanne has already come in, have an impact with the Tuber Chat community. She was here yesterday. When you engage conversation in a live chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, you're actually doing a great service for any host, because it's sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. And Crocheting with Leanne has already made herself a part of the Tuber Chat family, happens to be a member, but as well, I've got to get to know this creator's content. So what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. What that will allow me to do is just get caught up with this creator a little bit, get to know their content. The idea is that every time you're here, hopefully your channel is put up on the screen, or most of the time anyway. And then over time, I get to know the channel. I get to know your content by watching videos and hanging out in premieres and live streams over several months. And hopefully I get to know the creator behind the channel as well. And then I could do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. But it looks like they've got a lot of variety and great presentation on their channel as well. So we're looking forward to getting to know Crocheting with Leanne. 195 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're going to have any day now. Art and Adventure with Tasha, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody again. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. I see that British Train Spotter 1 is in the house as well, so thank you for coming in. And then I did already spin the wheel. So thank you to our super chatters. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us going for today. Now we're going to look at Woman Outdoors. Now this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but they happen to be a member, so they were already on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as they get in here for the stream. And with 642 subscribers, we'd love to push Woman Outdoors a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. So when we talk about their banner, they mentioned to us Hip Camp Explorer, outdoor cooking, bushcraft, and fishing. Now, I still have a lot to learn about these different things, and this channel in particular, but I have a feeling that a lot of the outdoor channels, whether they're homesteaders or camping or fishing or outdoor cooking and grilling or exploring, and things like that, have a lot to offer when it comes to, let's say, educational content as well as entertainment at the same time. So we're lucky to have an influx of these channels that have come through Tuber Chat in the last long while Woman Outdoors has a unique channel of their own. I hope everybody will enjoy getting to know their content as I am. I'm just going to take their latest video, add it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them, make sure I don't fall behind. Woman Outdoors is somebody who's here with us frequently, almost every stream as a matter of fact, and like I keep saying, has shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope you'll connect with them and find that support coming back to you as well. And then, let me see. Jeremy D-Day is in the house. That's a creator who's been with me from the beginning of my own small YouTuber journey. And what I mean by that is I've actually been on YouTube for about 5 years now. And about 3 years ago, I was introduced to the small YouTuber community. And Jeremy D-Day is somebody I was introduced to early. And it was overwhelming to me, the generosity that I saw in so many creators willing to support each other, help each other, regardless of content, niches, categories, and things like that. And Jeremy D-Day actually has 2 channels, but they also have JD Knight 7, and they have been a friend, and we've been connected to each other for well over 2.5 years now. And the reason I put so much focus on that is because I imagine everybody wonders to themselves, who's still going to be here a year from now? Who's still going to be supporting you the way that they are 2 years from now or even longer? And somebody like Jeremy D-Day, for instance, is that to me. And I have a lot of friends that have been, connected for all of this time. Tuber Chat's only 2 years old now, but I have friends that helped build this channel and helped build the audience and things like that. And I just want to let you know what kind of generosity is out there. So hopefully you find some of that for yourself. I know you will here in Tuber Chat itself, but I just want you to be hopefully inspired by the idea that there is so much generosity out there, so many people willing to share, willing to put others first, knowing that they will get back what they put out. So Kevin Fishes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I see that we have some action in the chat here. Day One Adventures just got a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. What that means is that every time you're here, you will be added to our wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. And once you're on the wheel, you're on, right? So I know it takes a while. We will get names from our chat list for the wheel soon. It's open to everybody. You don't have to super chat. You don't have to be a member to get on the wheel or the screen. That just speeds it up. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We put super chatters up right away, but it is open to everybody. But once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel, and Day One Adventures is there now, so I appreciate that. Cliff Hefner, good to see you in the house. And Machinist Evolution is offering to help with watch time as well. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I hope you will. It gets a couple more people into Tuber Chat today, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther today because of the engagement signals that are sent into the algorithm, but also in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Shane from Paralife TV, Life as a Paraplegic. I can't remember if I already did this or not, but they were here the other day for the bulk of the stream, most of the time, but we didn't get to their channel before we ended, and so I'm just putting them on early for today. But I also see that House of X Entertainment Inc. is here, and they also happen to be members, so they're on the wheel. I also see that Rar's Adventures is in the house. Good to see you here. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Even if you are just coming in to say hello or drop a thumbs up or anything like that, letting the stream run in the background, or just coming by to say hello, I really do appreciate that. King Morgan, good to see you here. You know, I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours every time I decide it's, you know, convenient for me to stream, so I do appreciate every moment that everybody can spend. The truth is, as long as we're doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine, and we see that in the stories that I tell here in Tuber Chat. So Jamie Hart is here with 409 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500 that she'll be thinking about. Jamie Hart is somebody who just found Tuber Chat a few months ago, but has already had impact on our community as well, and happens to be a member. But I'm going to take one of their latest videos here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list because I don't want to fall behind with this creator too far. And it looks like we've got another karaoke video here from Jamie Hart. They actually do a lot of variety on their channel, and I hope you'll check that out and then find the support that this creator gives coming back to you after you do that. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we'll see their community tab coming up soon enough. And I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels now. We've been on for just about a half an hour. We still got a long time to go. Machinist Evolution monetized their channel in 6 months, which is great. That's a wonderful time frame. You know, it's always different for every channel, but that is a great accomplishment. It's interesting because, you know, one of the things we want to do, I hope, here in at least the Tuber Chat community is help each other along. There are always new people coming into the system, starting channels, starting their YouTube journeys. My hope is that we all take the things that we learn and the things we experience and turn around and share that so that we can make it easier for them than it was for us, if you want to put it that way. Just as, believe it or not, it's easier for us than it was for those who came before all of us. Like I said, I've been on YouTube for 5 years now. Tuber Chat's only been here 2 years as a channel, but you know, YouTube's been around since 2000 and whatever it was, 4 or 8 or somewhere in between there. Makeup Mom and Son is here with 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She's actually got it locked in with about 1,210 or so. We want to see her move towards 1,300 now. I find myself falling behind with her regularly because she posts so frequently. That's my excuse. But I'm going to take her latest video. I'm going to put this... oh, that one's in my catch-up list, but it hasn't run yet. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to take another one. I'm going to take this TikTok Made Me Buy It video, which is an interesting title, but I understand where that would come from. And Makeup Mom and Son's actually been pretty active on TikTok for a while as well. It's great when you can take the other social networks and start marrying them all into each other and... getting some extra activity on each from each other, if that makes sense. So, you know, you start a TikTok channel and then you let the TikTok people know you're on YouTube, because some of them will come and watch YouTube. And then the same thing with YouTube, you let people know you're on TikTok, and some of the people you have on YouTube following you will go and visit you on TikTok as well. So it's great. You can really start to leverage the audience. That might be a way of putting it, right? Eerie Frog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Grafted Branch Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I have missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will try to catch it the next time around. Yes, Ghostly Wins. Ghostly Wins is responsible for naming my catch-up list. Mr. Fulton Mraz. Mr. Fulton Mraz is another creator who's been with us for 2.5 years. Then I hope you are doing what you need to get through that. And Mr. Fulton Mraz has been a dear friend for a long time. So we'll definitely have you in our thoughts. Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. Now, as she's here as a member and a moderator, and all of our moderators have channels of their own. They all are extremely generous people. They are dear friends of mine and have been for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other as well. Some of the most generous people that I've met on YouTube, and they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels, whether it's in premieres, live streams, or even in the comment section. So I hope you'll follow all of them. But Makeup Mom and Son happens to be here as a moderator and a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then as well, her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. She does a lot of variety on her channel. She brings us shorts, videos, and live streams. She's had extreme success with shorts. I believe that she had one, I think it was 37,000 views or something like that, was that taco meat one. She's still putting out a lot of shorts, as we can see, and she gets a lot of activity on most of these, which is great. But she also does a lot of other variety. There's a bit of beauty talk in different products and reviews and things like that. But she does a lot of different product reviews, unboxings, almost challenges as well. And a lot of subscription services, but she's very conscious of the idea that the audience might want different content here and there. So while bringing it in the same presentation, she does bring us different content by switching up the subscription, switching up the unboxings and product reviews and things like that. But she also does a lot of live streaming. Now, some of those might be random, and she'll be joined by other people on StreamYard panels and things like that, and she'll join others as well. And I love seeing creators collaborate together. It's a great way to build your audience. Michelle is a dynamic host and a very much loved and well-respected creator. And one of the things that she does in her live streams is these interviews of other creators. And some you will recognize from the Tuber Chat community, but a lot you will be introduced to for the first time. So there's lots of opportunity to meet a lot more generous and creators who've had impact on Makeup Mom and Son, who's an extremely generous creator and a dear friend to me. So I hope you'll visit her, and we'll push her along towards the 1,300 subscribers she's thinking about. As you can see, she is fully monetized, including super chats and memberships available to support her with when we get there. Crescent Art Designs is in the house from Toronto, Canada. Thrifting with MJ Beans is here. Good to see you in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. House of X Entertainment Inc. consists of 2 generous creators who are inspirational in the creation of Superchat as a growth stream. Sassy Explorers, good to see you here. When we look at their channel, we're actually going to see Yo, it's your boy Leo and It's Me Wanston together in a business project called House of X Entertainment Inc. K-Lastic TV is in the house, another previously featured channel from Superchat. They happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. And House of X Entertainment Inc. is now well over 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they're thinking about. Now here's an ironic way for me to talk about these 2 channels. So House of X Entertainment Inc., much like Makeup Mom and Son, does a lot of interviews where they feature other creators. Ironically, Makeup Mom and Son was recently featured in an interview on House of X Entertainment Inc. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when I say that a lot of, the creators or members or people that I've been connected to for a very long time are very much connected to each other. And these kind of collaborations are just wonderful. It's heartwarming to me. I'm sure it is to a lot of different people, but I'm always happy to see friendships build. That's really what we're here for. That's the secret behind Superchat and what we're doing here. The friendships that are made along the way are the thing that most people say is the #1 favorite thing about their YouTube journey. So this is where the strong and solid foundation comes from for your channel, is the friendships that are made along the way, where you start supporting other people much more than you otherwise may have, and they do the same for you. Crescent Art Designs just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. Again, they're from Toronto, Canada, and we're going to put their channel up on the screen next because of that super chat. Crescent Art Designs. And then Spikey's in the house. Good to see you here as well. They are, I believe, a member of our Twitter list. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Superchat gets added into a special list with over 150 members now, where they are active in the Superchat family and on Twitter and willing to share for others. So if you're the kind of person who enjoys sharing other people's videos, you might find a lot of friends over there that you can trade favors with and get some outside traffic coming into your videos on Twitter, which is great for the algorithm as much. Thank you, Eerie Frog. Good to see you here. And then, again, we're talking about House of X Entertainment Inc. Now, they do a bit more on this channel. This is a joint business channel between these 2 creators, Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. They each do different things on their channels, but they are very much intertwined together, and then they're both fully monetized. So there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They are 2 of the very first creators to ever come into a Superchat live stream. So it kind of shows you not just that they've been here from the beginning, but how supportive they must have been in the very beginning to have already, come into the door to support and help and make themselves a part of the Superchat community right when we first started and long before that. So I hope you'll connect with them, find that kind of support and, dedication and loyalty as friends and supporters coming back to you after you connect with them. Trish the Natural is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Crescent Art Designs is here with 482 subscribers. This is a creator that posts unbelievably frequently. They put up a lot of short videos. There's a lot of art on this channel, as they say, Crescent Art Designs. But they also do some interesting tributes to a lot of 90s and 2000s pop culture, particularly TV shows and things like that. But they also happen to be from Toronto, and likely an area very close to where I was born, raised, grew up, and continue to work, as a matter of fact. So they bring us bite-sized looks at different parts of Toronto as well, which is kind of cool. hits home for me for sure. But I hope everybody will connect with this creator, because as you can see, they are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They dropped a super chat on us, so we put their channel up right away, but they've done that countless times, actually. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm just going to take the latest one. I know they're very short, but I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, just so that I run through something else. Now, Crescent Art Designs is going to hit their 500 subscribers any day now, which has got to be exciting. We're all excited for each other when we hit different milestones, and I know it's exciting for ourselves to do that as well. But 500 is somewhat of a magical number, because that community tab comes up, and I can give you a bit of a hint. So I'm very much a fan of using community posts on the community tab here on YouTube. It's the #1 thing that I am thanked for when we think about the different conversations that I have with different creators, because it's so unbelievably noticed, right? And on Tuber Chat, typically, I share 5 to 8 times a day. Most of those posts are for other creators. We put up a few of our own things, like our streams or our music channel and things like that. Ghostly Wins is up on the screen right now. This is another longtime friend of Tuber Chat, and I like talking about this channel, you know, particularly because of the creator behind it. Now, when we look at their content, what we find is a lot of retro gameplay. They bring us a lot of Sega, Nintendo, and other video games, some of which, even if you grew up with this stuff like I did, you may not have already been introduced to. So it's very interesting. Now, Ghostly Winds has been putting out a lot of videos lately, as well as a few live streams. When you catch them in a live stream, they're always warm, welcoming, happy, energetic, and that kind of energy is infectious, right? You kind of get drawn into the content. You can almost feel the fun that they're having, so it's kind of cool. And then Mama of French Girls, good to see you here. Drunken Chef Barbecue has a question, which is, how long does it take to get that tab once you hit 500? You just hit 500 last night. That's a great question, and I do have an answer for you. So the qualification used to be 1,000 subscribers. When it was 1,000, it would take exactly 7 days, never any less, for that community tab to pop up. Now that it's 500, I have heard that it can come a little bit earlier, but I don't want you to quote that because I can't be certain. But it seems to be about 7 days after you officially hit 500. And why I say officially is just because we know that YouTube plays games with our numbers. We've all had our subscriber numbers go up and down unexplainably. And so once you hit 500, as long as you don't slip back below, then you know, you can almost say you've officially hit 500. I recommend aiming for something like 510 or something, somewhere around there, at least 5 if not 10 over the milestone you're looking for, so that you can really be confident. But it just shows up. There's nothing we can do to speed up the process or entice it or induce it or whatever you want to say. It will just magically appear. One day you'll wake up and it'll be there, and then you can start using it right away, which is great. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment. If you did have something that you needed me to see, then please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. And I will keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. Annabelle TV says they got their community tab exactly 7 days later. And yes, I can tell you for sure that when the qualification was 1,000, it always came 7 days later, never any earlier. The reason why I say that is just because, you know, I'm in contact with a handful of different creators, and I really do appreciate it when people share with me different things that they notice. And this gets me a good opportunity to segue back into Ghostly Wins, the channel that we're looking at right now. I said earlier, you wonder to yourself who's going to still be there with you a year or 2 down the road, you know, who are going to be true friends to you on YouTube, people you're just meeting for the first time. Now, Ghostly Wins has been with Tuber Chat for quite some time, but this is a creator who, first of all, is not afraid to ask questions, but also contribute in the chat for which I'm grateful. But this is a creator who I know for sure truly has my back when it comes to YouTube, my own personal journey. And, you know, I'm grateful for the friendship that I have with this creator for that reason. Now, they come to us from Australia, but anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions unless there's something you think I can help with, but I do appreciate very much when people share with me lessons learned along the way, observations, and different things that you see, both inside and outside of Tuber Chat, anywhere in the YouTube streets, really anything we can use to help others understand things better, or you know, help people along, avoid mistakes and things like that in their YouTube journey. So Ghostly Winds has been an incredible contributor to the Tuber Chat family. I hope everybody will connect with them. Bearded Eagle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Eerie Frog, yeah, I find that the channels that are most aggressively trying to grow are the ones who experience the most aggressive losses. But we learned something here on Tuber Chat the other day. A channel came in, and I don't remember the last time they were here, but I had not been to their channel in 1 year since, you know, the last time that I had watched any of their content. And their subscription had been taken away. We know that because when I put channels on the screen, they're always subscribed. You see that when you're here, right? So even though I lose subscribers just like everybody does, nobody ever loses Tuber Chat. I do exactly what we talk about here to make sure those connections are stable. And that's in the procedure listed in our video description. Now, lots of people do that, but there's still different reasons why YouTube might take a subscription away, and we witnessed that the other day. So if you're not active on a channel for a very long time, it's very possible that you could be taken away from them. And in turn, that's one of the reasons why a lot of creators get taken away from you as well. So it's just a thought. I am Betty J. Gathers. I find Instagram. Yes, I am Betty Gather certainly does. Thank you for that. So this is Ghostly Winds. I hope everybody will connect with them, and they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time, as a matter of fact. They happen to be a member. We had put them on the wheel right away. Same with Chris and Larry Homestead, who's coming up right now. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. And if anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then thank you, Team Goodman. They are always here until the end. Now, I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if it's just for a moment, even if you're just coming by to say hello, every moment that you watch or let the stream run. And Team Goodman has been an incredible supporter in that way for a very long time. So, Chris and Larry Homestead is up here right now with 9,800 subscribers. When they found the Tuber Chat family, it was just a few months ago, and for some reason, I can't remember for the life of me if they were at 7,000 and something, or if they already had 8,000 when they found us. But we've watched this channel grow rapidly. I mean, they were already very much established. That these are, you know, big numbers, right? But they are just like screaming along, which is great. Now, they're incredibly supportive. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. And something I don't talk enough about here lately probably is the idea that supporting other creators is a very important part of YouTube, because this is a social network, whether we want to call it that or not, much like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, all these other ones. And contributing to the community is as important, if not you know, close to, as putting out the content itself, right? So Chris and Larry Homestead are doing a great job of building up a reputation as supporters. They've already built that reputation, of course, but they have got just an unbelievable support system behind them. But they're putting out great content as well. It's a lot of variety on this channel, and we're lucky to have a lot of homesteading channels in the Tuber Chat family now. ALOT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. I know you were here at the beginning of the stream as well, but it's great to have you here. Geeky Girls Journal, good to see you here as well. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers is in the house, and Laughing with Michelle and Ian is brand new to Tuber Chat. So thank you for coming in for what I believe is the second time now. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. We will get around to everybody. So I hope everybody will connect with Chris and Larry Homestead. They, I find that a lot of the creators in the homesteading community, not to mention gardening channels, a lot of outdoor living and camping and fishing and things like this, are run by very generous creators in that they're very supportive of each other, not to mention advocates for helping each other grow. So Chris and Larry Homestead have definitely made themselves very influential as creators, not only in their own category and genre, but out in the YouTube streets. So I hope everybody will connect with them, see what I'm talking about. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to take another video from them, getting ready for a craft show, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. These creators are moving on their way towards 10,000 subscribers, which is an incredible compliment, or an incredible accomplishment. So I hope you'll connect with them so you can see that happen as well. That will be a very exciting time for this channel. Ali's Craft Pursuits is coming up right now. Another longtime friend of Tuber Chat, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Ali's Craft Pursuits has been a member for a while. We put them on the wheel right away because we always put members on as soon as we see them. Mr. Boots and Bounty, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. And then, Sassy Explorers, Sassy Explorers, forgive me. We don't do a lot of link drops here. And one of the reasons why is because when we search, find, and click on each other's names, it is very, very helpful. It's one of the most important things we can do, especially for channels with very popular names, so that they will rise up the search results. You can imagine after hundreds of people are searching, finding, and clicking on your name, you rise up the search results, become #1 for any names that are similar to yours, and then YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for your channel. So that's one of the reasons why we don't do a lot of link drops here. And then thank you for that. So Ali's Craft Pursuits actually brings us a variety in content. She's doing shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. And there's a lot of crafting videos on this channel, as you would imagine by the name. But Ali's Craft Pursuits does a lot of video gameplay as well. I'm just going to take another video from you here, one of your latest ones. I can put that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. Ali's Craft Pursuits has over 1,100 subscribers, but this is a creator who supports on all of my channels. And the reason why I mentioned that is just to give you an idea of the kind of support you can expect from a creator like this. And, Ali's Craft Pursuits is very active, not only in the Tuber Chat family, but we also have a second channel connected here where we feature all of the same music that you hear in the background as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams, with a virtual 24-hour live stream running over there, and Ali's Craft Pursuits is in there frequently. The Gathering Within is in here right now, and you'll have to go over to that music channel to see what I'm talking about, but we're trying to attack each other in the music stream earlier today. The Gathering Within is a fellow Canadian and happens to be a member, so we'll put them on the wheel right away, as well as Kid Wonder, who has been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. So we've got them on the wheel as well, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Ali's Craft Pursuits. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Emotion New Soul is coming up right now. The channel is actually called Emotion, but when I look for this creator, I use a couple of extra words. Now, emotion is such an unbelievably popular word and a short name for a channel And this is kind of going back to what I was just mentioning about searching, finding, and clicking on creators. Now, Emotion will likely struggle with the search results for a long time to come, although we see this channel rising, because Emotion is a very short name but an extremely popular word, right? So as a channel name, what we need is a lot of people to search, find, and click on them. So in this case, because trying to find Emotion just by their channel name is a little bit, it's kind of really tough, that what we do is we put Emotion New Soul. The reason why we use those words is because New Soul R&B music is what we're going to find from this creator when we get to their channel. So we look for Emotion New Soul. That helps find them a little bit easier, but the more we search, find, and click on them, they will continue to rise up the search results. And then, like I keep saying, YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. Now, they've got almost 2,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that goal. And then as well, we'll see that this talented singer and songwriter is bringing to us on their channel, in their content, their original works, usually in the form of music videos, but they also bring us compilations. Those can be in premieres or live streams. They also do a lot of shorts and then some reaction videos to round out the channel. Since they're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available here, they've got a few members only things going on. And then this is an official artist channel. You can tell from that musical note beside the channel. Now they've actually got a second channel for us to look at as well, Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get a behind the scenes look at the content that is made by Emotion, particularly the music in their original works. I'm just going to take this latest video and put that in my catch-up list so that I can catch up with that one. Now, Emotion happens to be here as a moderator and a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, and we see their channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. They've also got some shorts on this channel, a couple of reaction videos, and a couple of compilations as well. So it's a great combination of two different channels from this talented singer and songwriter, and he will always allow and encourage everybody to meet more friends and family members when you're there as well. Eerie Frog says they got to work on channel banners. I recommend Canva for anybody that's not, like a Photoshop guru or somebody who's not a professional graphic designer and things like that. Canva has a lot of great templates that make it very easy to get something done that is bright, beautiful, and professional very quickly. I've done a couple of I shouldn't say quick. I've done a couple of tutorials on my personal channel, but I actually had used Canva for the first time while doing those tutorials. Next up is Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. And we'll see what he's got going on. He's actually got 4 channels. Collecting Coins with Gianna. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Mr. Boots and Bounty. Canva, they're kind of agreeing that it's easy to use for free. Absolutely. And, they have paid options, but you actually don't need it. That's a great service because in a world where, we have things that are free but can be paid for with bonuses and things like that, Canva is something that you can absolutely get thumbnails and banners done for free. They don't put their name all over your stuff and all that, kind of jazz that goes on in different places. But it really is easy to use. It's an app for Windows, or it's a website that you can obviously use on Windows or any other computer, but it's also an app for Android and iOS. So you can basically do it anywhere. It's fairly quick and easy to learn, easy to use. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been another friend that I have been connected to for well over 2.5 years. They've been with Superchat from the beginning. So one of the things I described with Kid Wonder is the fact that they were one of the very first they were the very first creator in the Superchat family to be chosen to be featured on episode number 2. And if you think about that, the reason why I put so much focus on that story is because Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder was connected to me on my personal channel long before Tuberchat had even started, even before it was a thought, as a matter of fact. And then, thank you, Bearded Eagle. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house. Let me get him onto the wheel. We're going to get to names from our chat list soon, very soon. And we'll get through as many channels as we can in the next hour and a half or so. We've got lots and lots of time. And then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Wolf Spirit Productions, and we can continue meeting more friends and family members when we're there. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has 4 different channels right here. They're doing great with over 18,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 19 that they'll be thinking about. This particular creator does pure variety on their channel. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they do a lot of live streams as well as videos and shorts. And then I'm going to show you their second channel as well. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream has over 3,000 subscribers now, and this is a channel where they bring us videos, live streams, a couple of shorts. We'll probably continue with that. But they do some collaborating over here as well. They play different games on this channel regularly, and I've even collaborated with them on a video game that we played together for about an hour just a few weeks ago. I hope you'll go and check that out. I'm just going to show you very quickly the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. Is a third channel from this creator with 60 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 100 that they'll be thinking about soon enough. And the last one that they have is Kid Wonder Presents In Random News. You can find these channels when you get to this creator on any of their others. But it's interesting that we have somebody with 4 channels now, especially when they're doing so well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it is on the community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead. I noticed that the Weightlifting Geek just upgraded their membership to gold, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. What that means is that, first of all members are added onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, so that's been a regular thing. And then as well, silver and gold members are both added into the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. So we see their channels every day, whether they're here or not. And then in the case of gold members, which the Weightlifting Geek has just upgraded to, we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So thank you for that. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Paralife TV, Life as a Paraplegic, is Shane. And I love talking about this channel because there are 2 different ways that we can learn from this creator, even though they are an entertaining and dynamic host. So I've been lucky enough to join Shane on a couple of live streams, and they're able to keep up with the chat as well as stream at the same time, which is kind of cool. You have to see what I mean. You know, some people just seem to be natural at it when it comes to that, and Shane has done a great job ever since the first time I've caught them. But this channel, in their content, has a couple of different things for us to learn, but is very entertaining at the same time. Now, Shane is showing us life as a paraplegic, life, you know, from the perspective of somebody who has the struggles or limitations, let's just say, that are a part of life for them. So it's interesting to see their perspective, but as well, they do a lot of do-it-yourself videos, which is very interesting. I have literally sat on this channel in a live stream, watched Shane work out while eating snacks and drinking soda, if you can imagine. So it's interesting, but there are also do-it-yourself videos like I'm talking about where he's literally showing us how to do things which may or may not have anything to do with his particular perspective. Like, for instance, how to fix a washing machine. I remember so vividly the idea of that video because the first one that I saw, and I just thought that was fascinating. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Paralife TV is making quite a reputation as a supporter as well. I bounce in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, supporting other creators, and I run into them regularly, so I'm sure you will too. And then Blaze the radio show, good to see you here. I'm going to truncate your name here just because I have viewers of all ages, but Blaze the radio show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes, and then we are going to come back, and when we do, we're going to be looking at The Gathering Within. All right, we are back, and we are with The Gathering Within, who happens to be a fellow Canadian. They're far from me, apparently about 15 hours away, and I believe they do split their time with the United States as well. But The Gathering Within has built up an incredible reputation as a supporter as well. Garden State Gardener is in the house. Joe is here with us. Forgive me, last night I did not make Sunday Fun Day. I actually was able to lurk. I had it running, but I wasn't able to come in. But Garden State Gardener is an incredibly supportive creator as well, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then The Gathering Within is up on the screen right now. Forgive me if I've missed anybody coming in. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Gathering Within is supportive on all of my channels. And the reason why I mention that kind of thing, I'm sure I don't necessarily mention it for every single person who is that supportive. And I don't mean to play favorites or miss anybody ever. But I noticed that The Gathering Within is, as a matter of fact... Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I forgot it. I might do another break in a little while just for my voice then. We'll see. Garden State Gardener, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will get Garden State Gardener up on the screen in another moment. Forgive me, I'm frustrated with myself because I missed the... I make as many mistakes as anybody, but I missed our Instagram post. I didn't give myself that extra minute that it takes this morning. And I said at the beginning of the stream I was going to put it out, and Scratch and PPA is trying to remind me now, but I forgot it again, even though I made a note for myself. It's right there. It says Instagram to remember to do that. But that's okay. Jazz Fame, PCOS, Infertility, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Garden State Gardener has actually done that for us many, many times. Joe is an incredibly supportive and generous creator. We're going to look at their channel in another moment. The Stock Explorer is here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I did put some names on our wheel from our chat list, by the way, so when we get back to spinning, we see that Art and Adventure with Tasha is there, along with Eerie Frog and Grafted Branch Homestead, and then we will add some more names as... we get down to about 5 or 6, and then that monster didn't do anything. I gotta stop. First of all, I gotta stop drinking these things altogether. I'm trying to switch to coffee, but I had one today again, hoping it was gonna pick me up, and obviously it didn't do it enough. Ali's Craft Pursuits, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. We're going to see, I'm going to have to tone it down with the voice too so we can make it through another hour and a half. We got a long way to go. We got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We'll get to as many as we possibly can. The Gathering Within brings us an interesting combination of relaxing content where they're bringing us pleasing visuals and audio, but with positive affirmations included. So I often describe this channel as a resource, even though it can be entertaining as well. This is a channel we can sit and watch. This is something we can run in a background if we had other things to do. I would recommend, making a playlist of their your favorite content and letting that run. But as well, it could be used as a positive start to your day because of the positive affirmations that are included here, or even a pick-me-up if you needed that. And I think we all could use it at times in our lives. Even halfway through the day or at any other time. So The Gathering Within has been an incredible supporter for a very long time. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, you know what I do, Black Phoenix? I get set in my ways, eh? So as soon as I find something I like, I become very close-minded. I don't want to try anything else. Once last year, or several months ago, I had one Rain energy drink. I didn't like it, and now I just won't drink anything else. So perhaps I will try one at some point, but I really want to get off of these things. I drink way too many of them, and I'm trying to switch to coffee so that I can just not have all that carbonated stuff along with all the other chemicals and everything else. So I hope everybody will connect with The Gathering Within. If you manage to see them on our music channel, please try to attack them, because they were trying to attack me this morning, and we didn't get a chance to actually get after each other. So I'll recruit the entire Tuber Chat family to look for the gathering within in our music stream as well. Garden State Gardener is here with over 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that they're thinking about. You'll see this is what I was talking about, Joe. I had it on last night, but it wasn't able to sit and watch. But Garden State Gardener does a lot of different actually creative things on their channel. They do a mix of shorts, videos, and live streams, and they post every day. There's tons of stuff. I always laugh when I see, especially the shorts, because they do so many different things. But they collaborate with other creators as well, and they've done a shout-out video for Tuber Chat. You'll find that fun when you find that as well. Patty Fish, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And one of the things that Garden State Gardener does is that Sunday Fun Day live stream that I keep talking about. And they often have even 100 people watching at a time, which is really quite an accomplishment. They do a lot of giveaways. It's very fast-paced, very high energy, and I'm sure everybody will enjoy it. But Joe is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. And they happen to be a member. They happen to be... They dropped a super chat on us, so we put their channel up right away. But they have memberships and super chats available on their channel when you get there, because they're fully monetized. So I hope everybody will connect with them and see the kind of support and generosity that I'm talking about. The dog short is really funny. Let me see what he's talking about here. Oh, this one here. Dog eat Joey's homework. And hopefully everybody will check these out, because Joe does a great job with all of these shorts, as a matter of fact. And there's so many collaboration shout-outs. Look, they've got a birthday shout-out video here for one of the people in their community as well, which is great to see. And I'm always happy to see creators supporting each other in that way. Garden State Gardener is definitely an advocate for helping people grow their channels, hit milestones, and things of that nature. So thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Ali's Craft Pursuits, thank you for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier. Right now we're looking at Day One Adventures. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know as far as content. They've actually been with Tuber Chat for a little while now, but they just became a member, as a matter of fact. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, so I added them to the wheel a while ago. And 237 subscribers means that we are hopefully going to push them towards the 300 that they'll be thinking about. I'm just going to head over to their videos here for a second, and what I'm going to do is take another video here, a little bit longer one than the latest one you put out, and I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with your content a little bit more, and as I get to know channels and creators, the idea, of course, is that I do a better job of promoting you every time you're here, and I'm sure you hear that in the stories that I tell during these Tuber Chat live streams. Chartomi Devio, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And let's spin the wheel. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now, because we're in the second half of the live stream. We are at the point we've been adding names to the wheel from the chat list. I'm going to get back to doing that as soon as we get down to 5 or 6 again. And we'll get through as many channels as we can in the next hour and 15 minutes or so. And then we have a premiere coming up from Wolf Spirit Productions. Everybody will be able to continue meeting more friends and family members during the chat that runs with that premiere. And then as well, I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here as well. Pardon me, I am Betty J. Gathers is here with 323 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 400 she's thinking about. Mr. Boots and Bounty is dropping a super chat on us. So we'll put that channel up on the screen next for that reason. And actually, they just took over our Stream Boss position. So what I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see under my camera. Every membership and super chat knocks a bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and then the person who takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while. So we'll see that for Mr. Boots and Bounty for a while. So thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. I Am Betty J. Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. This creator is responsible for Tuber Chat gaining hundreds of thumbs up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Trish the Natural, yes, there absolutely are a lot of interesting channels. And then Patty Fish, yeah. It is a lot more difficult, especially when people are on a phone, than a computer to type everybody's name out and say hello. So that's understandable. And the idea is there is a lot of creators here in Tuber Chat that either come frequently or even occasionally that have been here a long time. We always have brand new channels in the chat, somewhere between 5 and 10 every day. So there's always a big variety of channels to meet. But my recommendation is always to take your time, meet people one by one. And the best success here in Tuber Chat is found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, but by starting a conversation. Because what we're really here for, the secret behind Tuber Chat, is the friendships that are made with creators while we're here. Right? The action goes down in the chat. That's not why it's not called Tuber Wheel or Tuber Guy or Tuber Screen or anything like that. It's called Tuber Chat because that's where the activity really is. I'm just here to put channels on the screen and give us something to do for 2.5 hours while we connect and make friends in the chat. So as long as that's happening, then you're gaining more friends and family members for your channel. Everybody will continue to grow, and then we're all happy. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. MLW Fishing Man, I'm not sure if I welcomed you today, but it's great to have you here again. And I Am Betty J Gathers is somebody who's also, like I said, a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation. She wants to motivate us with healthy living more than anything else. She's been doing a lot of videos on intermittent fasting and eating healthy and things like that. But she brings a lot of variety. So we also see some haul videos like we see right here. This Amazon haul, I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list actually. But this creator also does some live streams. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with her a couple of times. I'm hoping to catch another one soon because it's been a little while. She'll allow and encourage more creators to meet each other the same way we are here in Tuber Chat. So you will meet more friends and family members when you're over there hanging out with her. But she's a dynamic host and able to do a great job of keeping up with the chat while she streams as well. Next up is Mr. Boots and Bounty, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. This is another creator who likes helping people with their YouTube journey. They do this series called Mr. Boots Help Desk, and these are live streams that usually are pretty lengthy, as we can see, 2-3 hours there. I just put my notification on for the next one. Now, I'm recommending for everybody to put notifications on for everything, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, whether or not you think you can make it, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. I insist that it has a positive effect, but it takes a lot of experimentation to see if that is the truth. I just insist that it does, even though there's almost no provable way to figure that out. But I just recommend it anyway, and I just do it for everybody. So, Mr. Boots and Bounty, I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And 280 subscribers says that this creator is on their way towards 300. I'm going to have it very soon. And I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. Like I said, when we see Mr. Boots' Help Desk series, they are definitely an advocate for helping creators with their YouTube journey, both with channels and with videos. Here they're talking about analytics, here playlists, here StreamYard, lots of different subjects, but they interact with the chat, so it's kind of almost like a question and answer as well, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see people supporting each other and sharing knowledge, and this is the kind of generosity that inspired Tuber Chat in the first place. I'm glad that that continues. I'll look forward to my next chance to be over there with Mr. Boots and Bounty as well. Eerie Frog is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Eerie Frog is an extremely positive creator. creator. They always engage conversation here in Tuber Chat, and they always have positive things to say. Mr. Bubbles, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Eerie Frog has 74 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 80 that they're thinking about right now, a little bit closer to 100. Eerie Frog is extremely positive. This is a creator that I recommend everybody connect to because you want them in your chat. They spread so much positivity, and it's wonderful. It's heartwarming to see when people are so positive and inspiring towards each other. It really makes it a dream to even, be running a live stream, because you can see people supporting each other while you're doing whatever it is that you do during your live stream, if that makes sense. So I hope everybody will connect with Eerie Frog. They're bringing us shorts, they're bringing us videos, they're bringing us streams. Here's another video I can put a notification on for. I'm not sure if that's a stream or a premiere. And they've changed the way they do this now. So instead of the way that they used to say set reminder, now it's got this notify me. Kind of confusing, but YouTube's been known to do that because we also have our notification bell. Now I put my notification bell on for every creator, and I forget when I cleared it. It must have been this morning or last night, but you can see, I don't know if you can see the number or not there, but I've actually got like 56 notifications right now since probably this morning or last night. That's not unusual. I typically end up with about 200 or maybe even more if I ever have to take a day off. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Eerie Frog. It's pure variety on this channel. And I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. I know I keep saying that. I do it every day. But we really are, because we've got just over an hour left to go. It's still a long time. We're going to get to as many channels as we can. We can get to lots and lots of channels on the screen. And then we've got a premiere to go watch from Wolfspear Productions, who is a dear friend to Tuber Chat. So Annabelle TV is coming up next. Let's see what they've got going on. 561 subscribers right now. Annabelle TV just found Tuber Chat a couple of months ago, but had become a member instantly. Pardon me, and they're here with us for just about every single live stream, as a matter of fact. They've been doing a lot of these challenges that are basic collaborations with other creators. They're more like shouting out to them, but I'm happy to see creators collaborate in any way at all, because it's a wonderful way to expand your audience. Even when you collaborate with others that you're connected to so often or frequently, it can feel like you already know all the same people, but it seems to me that in almost every single case, you will meet more creators every time you collaborate with somebody on their channel, and you will be sharing your audience by allowing others to collaborate on your channel. Runeth Over Garden and Life, thank you so much for the membership. I really do appreciate that. What that means is that from now on, you will be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. So for right now, I'm adding you onto the wheel right this second. And it's actually time for me to get some more names from our chat list, so I'm going to do that right now as well. I've got a robot that helps me out with this, and it's called Botissimo. You recognize it in the chat because it's dropping messages and welcoming people and things like that. Sassy Explores is coming up on our wheel. And then as well, Grafted Branch Homestead is there. I hope they're still with us. I haven't seen them in a minute, but we'll see in a moment. Geeky Girls Journal is coming up. I like talking about that channel as well because I like the idea of what they're doing. And then Machinist Evolution will come up, and we'll add some more names as we need them. Pardon me while I'm doing something in the background here in another window. So I'm spinning the wheel. We'll see who is coming up right now. and Scratch and Pete PA. Now, I described this creator, they've been in the pole position on the wheel for a moment here, but Scratch and Pete PA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in my 5 years. This creator has an incredible reputation, both as a supporter and a moderator, now on probably hundreds of channels. I used to joke, I haven't for a while, but I used to make this comment all the time about the fact that Scratch and Pete PA probably has more tributes about them on the different social networks than anybody else, certainly in the Tuber Chat family, but that I've probably met, because of their unbelievable reputation as both a moderator and supporter. So they're here with us for every single live stream that I know of since ever finding Tuber Chat. I think Scratch and Pete PA only ever missed one stream ever, and that was just getting the internet fixed that day. So it kind of shows you an example of how supportive this creator is. But my friendship with Scratch and Pete PA and what they do here in the Tuber Chat family goes way beyond what I can describe with words. As a matter of fact, for the longest time now, even when I get messages from creators, whether it's comments on Instagram or a tweet, or different comments here in the YouTube comment section and things like that, I often get messages that say, "Hey, Kevin and Pete," which is kind of cool, right? And you would be surprised at how many mistakes I make here on Tuber Chat that Scratch and Pete PA has to catch and pick up, which is a wonderful thing. And I just put a bit of focus on that because one of the things you got to think about, especially if you're thinking about monetization, is the promises that you're making to people when you talk, even if they're not, outright, unsaid things. Like, for instance, here on Tuber Chat, if somebody drops a super chat, I put their channel on the screen right away. But there are many times where I miss them because I'm not watching the chat as much as you might think while we're putting channels on the screen. Scratch and Pete PA has to catch those mistakes because, people get really, really upset. Not here in Tuber Chat, but I'm just saying in general. I know what it's like to give a super chat in a live stream or a premiere and have it not recognized, and I understand how people feel about that, right? Not to mention members, we make an obligation here that anybody who's a member gets their channel put on the wheel right away. There are many times where members come in, I don't mean to miss them, but I do, and Scratch and Pete PA will, for instance, reach out. Now, all of our moderators help here in those ways, but Scratch and Pete PA just happens to be a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, and I put a lot of focus on that. So, that's just talking about moderating, helping, friendship, you know what I mean? Scratch and Pete PA just seems to always be there for me no matter what. And it's really a godsend, but the reason I put so much focus on it here is just kind of to describe to you what kind of generosity there is out there, both in Scratch and Pete PA himself and in the YouTube community, right? This is what inspired Tuber Chat in the first place. And this particular creator brings us an interesting interactive series of videos. So, of course, they're in the lottery ticket scratching genre and community, but they give you the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which, of course, I do. So it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of their series, and it sets it apart and makes it unique. So I hope you'll join them and take part in that. But as well, what you're going to witness from this creator is a live chat during their premieres that runs faster than Tuber Chat, faster than most you've ever seen. And that's because, in my belief, Scratch and Pete PA is so much of a supporter to other creators that it comes back in a rush and flood all at once. He puts his premieres out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern consistently for well over 70 episodes now. And it makes it very fast-paced, very high energy, and the premieres are a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Matthew Binney, VHS Video World, and more. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. There's Wolf Spirit Productions. We've got a premiere coming up from them after Tuber Chat. And then New Jersey Fishing Maniac. Hopefully that picks up for you. Hopefully you get a bit of support from the people you're connecting with here in the Tuber Chat family, at least with the YouTube part. of life. You know, it's a lot more work than all of us probably imagined when we started, but hopefully everybody enjoys their YouTube journey. When we think about the milestones like getting 1,000 subscribers, you know, you only have to do it once, but by the same token, you only get to do it once. So I hope you enjoy the journey, because it's the stories that are told, the friendships that are made, that you're going to look back on as your channel grows and becomes even more and more successful. So Scratch and PPA now has, you know, is halfway on the road to 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. And again, I hope you'll join us this Tuesday for his premiere. This creator understands consistency, and you can take inspiration from the way that they've married in the outside social networks to bring interactivity into their video series as well. So next up is K-Lastic TV, a recently featured channel on Superchat, and now we're featuring channels every day again. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. Frazbal Collects is our featured channel for today. They bring us numismatic collectible coins as precious metals. When we look at K-Lastic TV, we see delicious looking content where they are showing us different recipes and things to be made. And I really love cooking and baking channels, and what we've seen, especially here in the Superchat family, from these creators, because I believe they're giving us a real world look at the different things that they're making for themselves, for their friends, for their families around the world in different places and things like this. And you know, these creators are always putting their best foot forward, showing us their favorite things or the favorite things from their family and friends. So it's really, really cool. And I hope everybody will connect with K-Lastic TV. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here to Superchat for quite some time, and with 410 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500. That is going to see their community tab pop out soon enough. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I've just put them on the wheel. Yep, pardon me, I'm not drinking enough, and my voice is not perfect today. Now, I've only got an hour to go. It's still a long time. We're going to get a lot of channels on the screen. We'll get to as many as we can today. And then we'll go and watch Wolfsbear Productions premiere. I got to put them on the wheel too. Geeky Girls Journal is coming up here. And this is what I mean. See, Wolfsbear Productions has already been in the chat for I don't know how long. Let's say 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, they're a dear friend and have been for a long time. So I know they're, first of all, going to have patience with me. But they're encouraging as well. But when I look at Wolfsbear Productions, I should have added them onto the wheel probably 10 minutes ago, maybe even longer. And just adding them on there now. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, you have obligations that you're bringing forth when you have memberships and super chats and things like that. So you have to be able to, first of all, cover those promises, but secondly, make up any mistakes that are made. So Geeky Girls Journal is here with 389 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Now, Geeky Girls Journal, I mentioned earlier, I love talking about this channel because of what they're doing. This channel intends on motivating and encouraging young women, but I think anybody can draw inspiration from this channel. Not to mention their presentation is fantastic. I don't know whether they're getting help from friends or family with that, or if they're just doing this, but the presentation on this channel obviously is spectacular. I'm just happy to see people supporting other people and encouraging other people, especially in the way that this channel is doing. So, you know, you can basically almost see the future and know that this channel is going to have a lot of influence on a lot of people in a very positive way. It's heartwarming to see, and it's a pleasure having a channel like this in the Tuberchat family. I'm glad to see this kind of motivation and encouragement being spread. And then New Jersey Fishing Maniac, I hope that we can just get you the, you know, encouragement and inspiration that you need to do whatever's right. We all have to make the right decisions. You know what I mean? When we talk about YouTube, like I said, it's a lot of work. There's a lot to this, right? There's positives, there's negatives, and things like that. It's different for every single channel and every single creator, of course. But as long as you're doing exactly what you need, then I'm sure in the long run you'll end up being absolutely fine. So let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. I did say I was going to try to move a little bit faster, so I'm going to try to now. Geeky Girls Journal, that's that's wonderful. They're their own team for now, which makes it that much more special. You know, I'm happy to see that you're doing this great work. I think the presentation, like I said on the channel, is fantastic, not to mention the work that's being done here with inspiration and encouragement. Even though the channel, like I keep saying, is geared towards young women, I think anybody can take inspiration from a lot of the different things. Not to mention it shows you some perspective as well, right? So that's just an opinion, but you know, I'm happy to have this channel in the Tuber Chat family. They've been incredibly supportive all the way along, and I appreciate that as well. Healthy G Mom, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Chris's Clever Craft is coming up next. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us. You can see on the front of their channel, they put a lot of featured channels here. So they're doing a lot of focusing on others, wanting to promote others, and they're definitely an advocate for helping everybody with their channels, videos, and hitting milestones and things like that. But Chris has been a great friend that I've had a pleasure getting to know over a long period of time now. They are definitely influential here in the Tuber Chat family. Somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and they engage true conversation here in the chat regularly. And that's a great service to any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. You're sending true engagement signals into the algorithm when you engage in conversation. Now, Chris's Clever Craft is a fun creator. He brings fun everywhere he goes, and on his channel he has an interesting property. He brings us for a look around both indoors and outdoors, often for do-it-yourself videos, occasionally for unboxings or product reviews, often for a look around or a story to be told. And then as well, he's even been known to do shout out videos and things of that nature. He does well with series. He's got a series going on right now that we've had the pleasure of keeping up with, where he's traded work for a car, which is an interesting thing. I love the idea of bartering in the world, and it's great that Chris's Clever Craft is bringing that forth for us in YouTube so we can follow along. Healthy G Mom just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at that channel next before we spin the wheel again. And Chris's Clever Craft has 537 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. They've got a couple other channels here. I'll leave it to you to find Tip the Table and Kaiser Gaming, which is another one. But Phasmonut is where he's playing a game called Phasmophobia, and we're following the story along here. I've missed a couple, but I'm going to take the latest video and put it in my catch-up list so that I can get caught up and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. So we're going to go on break just for about 3 minutes again, and when we come back, we're going to look at Healthy G Mom. All right, we're back. I literally was firing out that Instagram post as quickly as I could. So forgive my choppy entrance back into our stream for today. And thank you for the reminders for that. But I did finally get it done. Thank goodness I've done it 416 times now, so I can do it within about 2 minutes. Hilda DC is in the house. It's good to see you here. We're looking at Healthy G Mom. She dropped a super chat on us actually right before we went on break, so we're looking at that channel right away. And Hilda DC's been added to the wheel as well. She's a member of our moderator squad. James Money 615. Good to see you here. Dika Family Kitchen. Good to see you here as well. Andre Southgate is in the house. Forgive me if I've missed anybody coming in. I certainly don't mean to. The Life of Nahid in Panama City. Good to see you both here. As long as everybody's active, we should get around to everybody. And Healthy G Mom has almost, or well over 4,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 4,600 that they're thinking about. And this creator is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get to their channel, I can see I'm a little bit behind. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Healthy G Mom obviously wants to help us with healthy living and healthy eating more than anything else. Now, this creator is bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. So all three types of content when we get there. And of course, they're fully monetized. Like I said, super chats and memberships available to support them with when we get there. Healthy G Mom's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Super Chat for quite some time now. And one of the things I haven't mentioned in a while, but if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Art and Adventure with Tasha is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Now, I'm going to try to really start moving faster through channels. I know I keep saying that, but I really am. We've still got lots of time to go. There's 45 minutes. We should be able to get lots and lots of channels on the screen, and especially the wheel in the next 45 minutes, and then we'll go watch a premiere from Wolf Spirit Productions. We'll be able to continue meeting more friends and family members while we're there, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections here as well. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you here. Garden State Gardener, thank you so much. Art and Adventure with Tasha is somebody I'm still getting to know. They obviously have some shorts here. I'm just going to see what else they've got on their channel. So a lot of shorts are basically dominating here, but they've got some other videos as well. I'm going to take one of your latest ones here. I'm going to take this What the Gardens Look Like video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, get to know the content better. The idea, of course, is that, you know, as you come to Super Chat more often, your channel will be put on the screen regularly. I get to know the channel over weeks and months. I get to know the content on the channel and hopefully the creators behind it as well. And then I do a better job of promoting every time you're here. Hopefully you hear that in the stories that I tell about different channels every day. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Art and Adventure with Tasha in particular has 113 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They're in upstate New York, close to the Adirondacks, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm in Canada. I'm on the other side there in close to Niagara Falls. And they seem to have quite a bit going on here. Fishing, hunting, rides on the four-wheeler, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them and see what they got going on. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And we're going to see what Wolf Spirit Productions has got coming up. Now, this creator brings us pure variety, but they happen to be a truck driver. So they bring us on their travels. And sometimes they bring us, it's pure variety. So they bring us all kinds of different things even when they're not in the truck. Lately they've started live streaming, so we get a chance to actually see their rides, and they have this multicam setup, which is really cool because we get to see the creator but also their view out the window, another view on the side. But they do all kinds of different stuff. They collaborate with other creators when they can. They do diamond painting. They have a lot of unboxings and mail call videos and things like that, as well as they have a furry friend named Jester, part of the family, who has a couple of series of their own. So you'll enjoy that also. Subscription boxes are here and all kinds of different stuff. But Will Spare Productions has been a dear friend for a very long time, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a gold member. We see their channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. We'll get a great look at this channel in a little while when we go and watch their premiere. It's coming up in just about 45 minutes. I'll start dropping the link when we get closer, but I've got the live redirect set so we can go and officially raid them. Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up next, and it's time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that in another second here as well. Let us see who's still with us. Now, I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we will get around to everybody if we can. Indiana Backyard Gardener has been with us for quite some time today. We'll get them on the wheel. Bearded Eagle, let me know if you're still here. I know you were a few moments ago. Andre Southgate. Sorry. Andre Southgate has been here for a few minutes. I'm tripping over my own words today. My voice is not in perfect shape, but we should be able to push through for the next half hour or so. Mrs. VSNC09 has a interesting channel. They are bringing us pure variety, but a lot of the content that you'll find here revolves around the royal family, right? Which obviously has been a big subject, especially over the past week. Oh, Runeth over Garden and Life. Where did that come from? Sus is, I think that comes from, oh, what's the game? Among Us. I think so. I haven't played that game. I think that's where it comes from. It's Suspect is what it's short for, but it's a joke, right? It's meant to be like, a lot of times, oh, somebody is suspect. If somebody was to be like, Superchat is sus, they mean Superchat suspect. I don't know what to think about that guy, or what, whatever. So, I don't know. It's probably a joke. I didn't catch where that came from, so forgive me. I often interfere with conversation in the chat when I see something, but I don't watch the whole conversation in the chat the whole time. I miss a lot. So sometimes I'm taken out of context, or I take what I see out of context. Danny Day's Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It is Among Us, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. And it's funny, huh? Mrs. VSNC09, again, brings us a lot of variety. Now, they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships. They put a lot of focus on other creators. They're bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. But what I talk about most often with this creator is the idea that their live streams, when revolving around the royal family, have an unbelievably engaged conversation going on in the live chats. And it's really something to see and be a part of. So I hope you'll check that out. And the reason why I put so much focus on it is because I think we can take inspiration from this creator. Mrs. VSNC09 does a great job of leading conversation because they are so well versed and up to date in their subject. And it's really something to see. It results in a very fast-paced, high-energy, and lively chat that runs with the stream. With 2,500 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 26 that she's thinking about. And like I said, she's got memberships and super chats available to support her with when we get there. So I'm going to take actually the latest live stream. I missed this one, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with this creator and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. Infor Media Live is coming up. This is the same creator from the Information Man show, and what they're doing on this new channel is helping people with their YouTube journey, whether it's with your channel or your videos. They're doing a lot of live streaming. but you can see that they're actually doing a lot of stuff here to try to help you. They've got an incredible presentation, you know, similar to what we might see from Think Media or Nick Nimmin or Tim Schmoyer or Roberto Blake or Sonny Lenarduzzi or a lot of these other creators. I've got a list of about 10 that I follow that do similar content. So Infor Media Live is already growing great. They're well over 1,000 subscribers, which is a fantastic accomplishment, so it's great to see that. I've joined them for a live stream. I hope to catch many more, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them as well and grabbing some knowledge from this creator. They've been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a very long time and are a very much loved and well-respected creator. Like I said, you know them from the Information Man show, which involves a lot of live streaming as well. So 13,000 subscribers for this creator, so obviously coming to us from a perspective of experience, and it's great that on this new channel they want to help us with our YouTube journey. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we put that channel up on the screen right away, but we're back to spinning the wheel now. We're going to look at Sassy Explores and see what they've got going on right now. I did ask if Bearded Eagle was still here. I'm not sure if they are. I know they were with us for a while. It's their turn to be on the wheel if they happen to be, but if not, that's okay. I know not everybody could be here for 2.5 hours every time I decide it's convenient to stream. Sassy Explores is another creator who's made frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm still getting to know their content, but I'm going to take their latest video and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall behind with this creator, get to know their content a little bit better, and then as well 200 subscribers they have. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, keep that 200 locked in for them and get them rolling on the road towards 300. So their about section is fairly simple, just says exploring our local history through abandoned buildings and nature, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We have a lot of creators here in the Tuber Chat family that bring us paranormal content as well as explorations of abandoned locations. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and I'll enjoy getting to know Sassy Explores even better. Even I've been on a few out on a few paranormal investigations with Huntophobia, as a matter of fact. Mrs. VSNC09 we just looked at, so I forgot to clean them up off the wheel, but we'll get that part of me done right now. We'll get to Andre Southgate, and I'll see what I could do about adding some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I add names on the wheel based on how active everybody is in the chat, more so, pardon me, more so than how long you're here. Andre Southgate is another creator who recently passed 1,000 subscribers. They're just about at 1,100 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to get Outgoing Azzy onto our Wheel of Doom. I will look for another couple of channels if I can. We'll see who we can get on here. Get Danny Day's Homestead. If there's anybody who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, then just please be active in the chat. Say just about anything at all, and I'll make sure that we get you added. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this channel or this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. Cliff Hefner is on the wheel. Patty Fish has been added. And Andre Southgate brings us pure variety. They're doing a lot of talk about prize fighting here more than anything else, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got shorts as well as videos here, and forgive me for not remembering if Andre Southgate has live streamed yet. Sullivan's Kitchen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, perhaps streaming will be an idea for the future, but this creator is making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat, so definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. We'll get them up to that 1,100 subscribers that they're thinking about. We'll spin the wheel right now. Patty Fish is going to be coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look for Patty Fish, you might have to use the filters to make sure you're looking for channels as opposed to anything else, and we want to match that avatar. We know this is our Patty Fish right here, and we've got them up on the screen for the very first time. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take both of your videos here. Now, usually we want to watch videos that are at least 3 minutes long from beginning to end. In this creator's case, they've only got the 2, so I'm going to take one of these videos, add it into my watch later one, but I'm going to take your first video and add it into my catch-up list as well. What this is going to allow me to do is run both of these videos after the stream. When I watch the new family member video, I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, I think that Patty Fish has been here before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, I don't think we're seeing this creator for the first time, just on the screen for the first time. Facing Reality is in the house, another longtime dear friend of Tuberchat. She comes to us from Jamaica. Thank you for being here again, especially working today. Outgoing Azzy is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. They recently did their very first live stream, and that's really cool because Outgoing Azzy did a great job. They actually had their stream cut in the first one, but just picked it up and continued right along, which is great to see. Great Farmer Freelance, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think Great Farmer Freelance was here at the very beginning of the stream before we started. I moved the time today. It was supposed to be at 10 a.m. and very close to start time. I moved it another hour, so I do appreciate everybody's patience. Oh, and that's very cool, Outgoing Azzy. It's wonderful when we find creators that live close to us as well. Arsenic Element, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Outgoing Azzy now has over 5,300 subscribers, halfway on the road to 5,400. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. And then as well, Outgoing Azzy brings us pure variety, now with the addition of live streams, but this creator brings us shorts and videos as well, and they are a very dynamic creator. They are very outgoing, absolutely, and energetic. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them and seeing the variety that Outgoing Azzy brings. Pardon me, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get the next channel up, and I'll try to get a chance to see your gummy bear video if I can, Outgoing Azzy. I'm going to add it into my catch-up list and see what I can do about that. And then Great Farmer Freelance is going to come up right away. Now, I think this creator was here at the beginning of the stream today. Now, I could be mistaken about that. Great Farmer Freelance is an incredible supporter. This is somebody who only recently began their YouTube journey, but you know, is already building up an incredible reputation as a supporter. Forgive me for missing your latest handful of live streams as well. Great Farmer Freelance tends to stream every morning. I'm just going to take your latest replay and put that in my catch-up list. Now, with over 400 subscribers already, we'd love to push this creator a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Inspire so many, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Great Farmer Freelance is an advocate for helping other creators build up their YouTube channels, hit different milestones. They've got some shorts here, videos, along with their live streams, and they come to us through the gardening and homesteading community of channels. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And this is Shane. He does an incredible job of keeping up with the chat while conversating on the live stream with all of us. Hopefully you'll join us for that, and hopefully I'll catch Great Farmer Freelance again very soon on another live stream. Like I said, I think he streams every morning, as a matter of fact. We'll be looking forward to more videos from this creator. This is interesting. Did you actually stay on for 11.5 hours? Shane, if you're still here, I'm just curious to know. I see an 11.5 hour stream. I wonder if that is just a milestone. Yeah, inspire so many. We always take out messages that are self-promoting, so just be careful of that. You know that everybody here is interested in helping each other, so the best success in Tuber Chat is always found in reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, and then knowing that they will come back and support you afterwards. She did an 11.5 hour stream. My dear goodness. I don't even know if I've done that before. When I was in Ottawa following the convoy and that polarizing content, I did do some long live streams, but I think they were all broken up. I think I did, probably 11 or 12 hours worth of live streaming in a day, but broken up, 5 or 6 hours, then another 5 or 6 hours or something like that. Forgive me, because I could be wrong. I don't even remember. Those days seemed very, very long, but I don't think I've ever done a continuous live stream anywhere even close to that. I used to do very short live streams, and then I found that doing streams a little bit longer gives time for the audience to build up. I mean, people come and go when you stream for a long period of time, no matter what, but the stream being out there for at least a couple of hours gives it time for more people to discover it and end up coming in, gives you the chance to be found, and things like that. So Hilda DC is up here right now, another very much loved and well-respected creator. She's a member of our moderator squad. She's been a dear friend to me for a very long time. Forgive me, Hilda, I'm way behind with your content here again. All of our moderators have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they all allow and encourage creators to meet one another in their live chats, whether it's premieres or live streams. So you'll meet more friends and family members with you when you're with any of these creators. Now, Hilda DC posts frequently, almost every single day, either a premiere or a live stream, as well as a lot of shorts, which she's doing fantastically with right these days, as a matter of fact. Now, Hilda DC is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And what you're going to find from her channel and her content more than anything else are these mukbang style challenges and product reviews most often. Sometimes she's just doing random live streams where she comes on and does either a StreamYard panel, and she's been known to hop in with other creators on their StreamYard panels as well. This is a different one, a makeup challenge. So this is what I've just taken and added into my catch-up list, so I'll catch up with that as well. But what you'll find from this creator is a lot of positive affirmations that are sent through the content, both by the creator herself and in special effects that run on screen, and even the robots are involved, where you'll get some positive affirmations coming through the chat. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They were just streaming, so thank you for visiting after. Cabaret Gaming is a longtime friend. I see you've got a brand new avatar, so we'll be looking forward to that. Cabaret Gaming always comes in with 2 of their channels to give us the extra thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Indiana Backyard Gardener is another channel, obviously, that comes to us from the gardening community of channels. Now, I'm still getting to know their particular content, but they've got over 1,100 subscribers right now. And yeah, that's okay, Outgoing Azzy. Thank you for that. Backyard Gardener has over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. And this particular creator is bringing us a lot of gardening. I'm just looking through their videos here because I got to get to know them a little bit better. Some do-it-yourself videos, obviously, garden tours. I always enjoy watching those from our gardening friends. And they got a few videos that are getting some serious activity here as well, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm going to look forward to getting to know more of their content. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to take this You Still Have Time, Seeds to Plant in June video. That's actually really cool. Really cool concepts for videos here. Not exactly do it yourself as much as advice, but very helpful, obviously. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And then we're going to see what Runeth Over Garden and Life has got going on. Now, they just became a member, so that means we're going to see this channel added to the wheel every time they're here as soon as I see them in the chat. But Runeth Over Garden and Life has already been an incredible supporter to Tuber Chat for quite some time. With 582 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And then, yeah, Outgoing Azzy, I really don't talk about that kind of advice here. You know, there's lots of different channels out there that are run differently. Here on Tuber Chat, I tend just to promote content, promote channels. We do talk a little bit about strategy, but there's a lot of things that are that make different sense for different creators or different channels. So a lot of the advice that can be given is individual or individualistic, if that makes sense. So what might be right for one channel is not always right for every channel. So it's tough to say, but you have to make your own decisions as well. One of the things I try not to do when we're here on Tuber Chat is tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do specifically with their channel. The idea is just to bring what experience I do have mixed with everything that we discuss here in the chat together, and you can add all that information to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn so that we can all make the right decisions for our videos and channels, if that makes sense. Runeth Over Garden and Life, 582 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I know I already mentioned that, but they've also got shorts, videos. I forget, I probably say this every time about streaming. They live streams will probably be an idea for the future, but this channel definitely wants to help us as well as present content, which is cool, and they bring us pure variety. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up and make sure I don't fall behind. Thank you for that membership today. I really do appreciate that as well. Mr. Bubbles, I've added you to the wheel. Danny Day's Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they got going on. They're talking about swapping playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then when we look at Danny D's Homestead, we see 260 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. This is a creator I'm still getting to know, but I am going to take your garden salad video and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to, first of all, get caught up with your channel a little bit, but secondly, get to know your content a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that as you're here more often, your channel gets put on the screen. I get to know the channel. I get to know the content as I watch over the next coming weeks and months, and eventually, hopefully, I get to know the creators behind the channel so I can promote you better every time you're here. So they're bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. Hopefully, I can catch one of these very soon as well. Cabaret Gaming is getting added to the wheel right this second, and I'm going to spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm moving faster now because we just got under 20 minutes to go. That should be enough time to get to many more channels. Mr. Bubbles is coming up right this second. Wolfspare Productions has a premiere for us to go and watch. I'll start dropping the link for that in about 5 minutes, but we've got the live redirect set, so you should be sent over there automatically if you have autoplay on. And then, yes, Outgoing Azzy. Advice is always interesting to get we always have to consider where advice is coming from, right? So here in Superchat, I try to be very clear about what I have and have not accomplished. I do run many channels. I consult for others. I have a few of my own, but I have not built a channel up to 100,000 subscribers yet. Certainly not even close. However, I do know how to run channels, build the content up, and end up bringing in thousands of dollars, not necessarily on my own channels, but others that I run for other people have got great incomes coming in. And if that's something that you're looking for, I can help with that. But again, we always have to make our own decisions for our own content and channels. Every channel is unique. The creators are unique. Even if we tried to make the same content, the channels would still be just a little bit different. So Mr. Bubbles is up here right now with 725 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Mr. Bubbles is somebody who's incredibly supportive on all of my channels. They hang out with us in our music stream often. Oh, there's the Gathering Within. I don't know if you caught what I said earlier. I was talking about the Gathering Within. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. That's all on that separate channel. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream running over there. The Gathering Within was hanging out there this morning. They're in there often, actually, as a matter of fact. We're trying to attack each other. So just in case, Jennifer, you didn't hear what I said earlier, I kind of recruited the whole YouTube family to go over, and if they see you in the music stream, I'm hoping that the different people will attack. The Gathering Within was trying to attack me today, and you'll have to go over there to see what I'm talking about. But that's running all the time, and the link is dropped in our chat every half hour, but you'll find that channel easily on our front page if you haven't already seen it. So Mr. Bubbles bringing us video gameplay. I'm just going to take your Streets of Rage video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with your content. I'll spin the wheel. I just added Trish the Natural onto our Wheel of Doom, and I'm going to get through as many channels as I can in the next 16 or 17 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to get to as many channels as I can in the next 15 or 16 or 17 minutes, and then Inspire So Many is still hanging out. Grafted Branch Homestead is here. See, I'm trying to rush now that we're getting close to the last 15 minutes. And, pardon me, Grafted Branch Homestead is actually getting close to 500. We're going to see their community tab pop up pretty soon. Cosmic Cultivators is on the wheel now. And, yeah, the community tab is the #1 thing that I'm thanked for on all of YouTube. If you think about that, Superchat's been here a while. You know, we've been now over 400 episodes. We've met a lot of creators. We're about 3,800 subscribers. But the #1 thing that people thank me particularly for is community tab shares. So it's a hint for everybody as to how effective that is. Grafted Branch Homestead is another creator that comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. I'm still getting to know this particular channel, but I'm going to take another video from them, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me both get caught up with the channel as well as get to know their content a little bit better. Geeky Girls Journal, you will have it after you hit 500 subscribers, and it comes about a week after that. And then you'll have it forever after. It comes up automatically. One day you'll just wake up and it will be there. Trish the Natural is coming up. Some of you may have noticed that the music channel that I talk about actually has the community tab, and you might wonder, but it's not quite at 500 subscribers yet. How did that happen? That's an official music channel, and there's a couple of extra benefits that come with the different types of channels that are available on YouTube. So because it's an official artist channel, they get a couple of bonuses, and that community tab's been there a while, which is great. Trish the Natural is here and on the screen for the first time. I thought you've been here before. Forgive me for that, but Trish the Natural is on the screen for the first time. Hopefully we'll enjoy connecting with this creator as we give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Bearded Eagle, yeah, I was looking for you earlier just because it was your time to be on the wheel, so I've got you on there now, but thank you for coming back in. And then Inspire So Many is looking for Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles has an interesting name. It's somewhat popular, but you have to spell it perfectly. So Mr. Bubbles has a dot in between the Mr. and Bubbles, but no spaces. Once you set it that way, you're going to notice that YouTube wants to misspell it for you. You just have to tell YouTube, no, this is the one I want, and then they'll come up right away for you. And then Cliff Hefner is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And I'm going to start dropping the link for our premiere that's coming up in another 10 minutes or so from Wolf Spirit Productions. Because it's a premiere, the live chat is already running. Anybody can hop over there anytime they would like. And I'll pin this link so it's easy to find. But we'll all go over there and raid together after Tuber Chat in another 15 minutes. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that premiere begins so we can clean up our connections here, and I'll drop the link another couple of times. Cliff Hefner's up here right now with 93 subscribers. They're getting very close to their first 100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Just going to take another video from you and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with your content a little bit. We can see that this creator is bringing us shorts as well as videos. They've just done a new intro as well. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. I just want to see what you've done there. And we've seen Cliff Hefner many times here in Tuber Chat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety and content that you see on this channel. And then we're racing through channels now just so that we can get as many channels on in the next 10 minutes as we can. Cosmic Cultivators is coming up. This is another creator that comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, but they put consideration into the creation of their name. They looked for something that was going to allow them to come up first. So it's an interesting thing, because if you make a name for your channel that tells people exactly what you do, it might be a popular name and you might struggle with the search results. If you make a name that's not very clear, like Cosmic Cultivators may not necessarily have you understand that it's a homesteading channel as soon as you see the name. They have to fill that name with meaning, but they will come up first in the search results all the time. And they put that consideration in before they started. And then thank you very much, Outgoing Azzy. I will go and look at that community post afterwards. I always appreciate positivity and the nice things that Outgoing Azzy always has to say, so thank you for that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with these creators, and we'll push them. They're halfway on the road to 1,200 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a little bit closer. They've obviously got shorts, videos, and streams. I can see I'm behind, so I'm just going to take this Shed Wars video, actually, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me to get caught up. I know it's not your latest video, but I just want to see what you've done. A lot of creators here in the Tuber Chat family take part in some of the Shed Wars challenges and things that go on, so I just want to see that. Cabaret Gaming is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Cabaret Gaming is a creator that comes to us actually with a couple of different channels. I'll show you their second one in a moment. They've put up a new banner and a new avatar, so very sharp looking, which is cool. Cabaret Gaming is a dynamic creator. When you hop in on their live streams, you'll get a warm welcome, but they're very energetic, and you can kind of feel the fun that they're having while they're doing their gameplay. They mix the games up. I'm always happy to see a bit of Grand Theft Auto over there, but they really do mix up the gameplay way. We see a lot of Simpsons stuff here. There's some Grand Theft Auto. They've been doing Needs for Speed. I see how behind I am, but they were doing a lot of different things here. I'm just going to take your latest video, another Grand Theft... I'm not... Actually, let me get your... Forgive me. Let me get one of these... I'll just take one of these Simpsons replays. I know they're long, but it's okay. And I've got a few days to let that run. And then I'm going to show you, they've got 1,300 subscribers on this channel, but I'm going to show you Cabaret vlogs, and this is where we get tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. So I hope everybody will connect with them here as well. And I'm just dropping the link for Wolfsbear Productions premiere again, so we can go over there and raid shortly. They will be starting in another 10 minutes or so. Cabaret Vlogs is bringing us shorts and videos for now, but hopefully everybody will enjoy the different things we're going to learn from this same creator with quite a bit of video editing experience, not to mention gameplay and live streaming. We're spinning the wheel. We'll get to Bearded Eagle right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And then, yeah, no, all is good. Outgoing Azzy, thank you for asking. I just was not able to stream on Friday and Saturday. I had a couple of, I had some family stuff come up, and it was just unexpected. So I had to reschedule. The same two creators that would have been featured on Friday and Saturday are just being carried over to next Friday and Saturday. Inspire So Many is on the wheel now. If there's anybody that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll try to get you onto the wheel right now. This is Bearded Eagle. This is somebody that I met just a couple of months ago when I was doing that polarizing content or covering it in Ottawa, Canada in February. And it was interesting because I found that this creator is already following a couple people in the Superchat family as well, or connected to them is really what I mean to say. Now, Bearded Eagle has a channel of their own. They're doing their own interesting things, a lot of outdoor footage. I've caught them on a live stream fishing. I hope to catch some more as well. And they're bringing us shorts videos as well as live streams. They hop in on other StreamYard panels. They're willing to share content in that way. I'm just going to take your latest video, the peanut butter and pickle sandwich challenge. I have it in my catch-up list. Forgive me, I haven't run the whole catch-up list. I thought I did from yesterday, or maybe it's just that I ran it, but it's not... I didn't clear it today, so that video's still in there, but that's okay. A ton of new thumbnails if I click on videos. Let's see what they got here. They've changed up a lot of their thumbnails on their channel. That's a great idea and some great advice, if you want to take it that way, is that you can go back and change the thumbnails and titles and, you know, a lot of the other aspects of your videos on YouTube as often as you want. So you might be able to breathe some new life into older videos by doing that. Collecting coins with Gianna. That's interesting. Thank you for that. Yes, let's get your channel onto our wheel right now. Thank you for making sure. That's exactly what I need just to make sure we get channels up. Collecting coins with Gianna was here for a while today. Facing Reality is coming up right now. In the second half of the stream, when I'm going through the participant list in the chat, it's very possible to miss channels if you haven't left a message within 60 seconds of like when I'm looking, which is just something I hope we find a way to do something about that, but that's really just a personal thing because not everybody uses the participant list the way that I do. Bearded Eagle's done 10 different video thumbnails so far, and we'll be looking forward to seeing more coming up. And then Facing Reality is here with over 1,000 subscribers as well. We're just at the end of my voice for today as well. Facing Reality is a dynamic creator, but somebody who is a shining jewel in the Superchat family. She always engages conversation. This is somebody who's not afraid to ask questions or share lessons learned along the way. She has induced a lot of true conversation here in Superchat over a very long period of time. On her channel, she talks about bringing pardon me, positive messages in a fun way, but she actually brings positivity everywhere that she goes, both here in the Tuber Chat streams and everywhere that I see her supporting other creators as well. She comes to us from Jamaica. I'm just going to take this latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with what she's done in her last video. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Facing Reality. She's an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter as well. So Inspire So Many is coming up next, but let me get the... I'm glad that that 1,000 stuck for you, Facing Reality. She was at, I believe, 997 yesterday when she came into Tuber Chat. Coffee Talking Dogs, you got just in there at the last second. Thank you. I know you've been here for the whole live stream then. I know not everybody can just, be here for 2.5 straight hours in the live stream while you're here. I do appreciate every moment everybody spends, but Coffee Talking Dogs is on the wheel. These will be the last 3 channels that we look at, and then we'll go to Wolfspear Productions for their premiere. I've dropped a link a couple of times and we'll live redirect over there. Inspire So Many has 378 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. We can see they want to inspire us in a religious way. I'm going to take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then you got eaten by a shark, Outgoing Azzy. That'll be interesting to see. Outgoing Azzy recently started hitting the live stream world, which is great to see. They did a great job in their first live stream. Machinist Evolution, I'm not sure if they're still with us today. They were here at the beginning of the live stream. We'll see what they've got going on their channel, and I'm just racing through these last 3. Machinist Evolution, I guess this is the first time that we're putting them on the screen here in Tuber Chat, but we've seen them before, or I think we have. So they've got over 1,000 subscribers, which is great to see. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch their video in full, I'll leave them a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of their video. I'll give them a thumbs up, subscribe, turn their notification bell on. That should make their connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I might go a minute overtime here. I added one more channel to the wheel. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers is here, so I've got you on there. We're going to look at Coffee Talking Dogs right now and see what they got going on. Forgive me for racing through these last few channels, but we do want to get over to Wolfspear Productions. Now, you're welcome to continue meeting more friends and family members when you're over there. You'll be allowed and encouraged to do that, and I'll be over there as well. We'll head over there and raid together in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here, and I'm going to add this Tetris video into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with this channel a bit. I'm still getting to know Coffee Talking Dogs, but they got 610 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Wolfspear Productions premiere intro should be starting any moment right now. And we're going to look at Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers. Did I miss the Stock Explorer today? I feel like we didn't get their channel on the screen, but I thought I added it onto the wheel. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they came in and out quickly today. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers is another creator I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat. They've got over 1,000 subscribers as well. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your content a little bit. As I get to know your channel, more often that you're here, I'll put your channel on the screen, hopefully. I'll get to know the channel that way. I'll watch your content over the coming weeks and months, get to know the content better, and then later on, hopefully I get to know the creator behind the channel, and then I'll promote you better as time goes on. Coffee Talking Dogs, forgive me, I had forgotten that was Retro Oregon. That's a channel that we actually have known for a long time, so forgive me. Retro Oregon is somebody who's very very interested in all things 80s. I forgot I actually caught them on a live stream a while back. And forgive me, I forgot about the name change. So Coffee Talking Dogs is Retro Oregon, who's been with Tuber Chat for actually quite some time. So forgive me for stumbling over that. I will try to remember that from now on. And the last channel that we're going to look at is Collecting Coins with Gianna. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent today. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Wolf Spirit Productions a thumbs up on the way in. I'm going to take another coin saving challenge video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list for Collecting Coins with Gianna. This is a creator who both wants to bring us a look at collecting numismatic collectible coins and precious metals, as well as saving money, which is great to see. So thank you again everybody for hanging out. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Wolf Spirit Productions has a premiere right now. We'll go over there. You can continue meeting friends and family members over there, and I will join you in a moment. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.